fretboard knowledge, right? This is a very challenging thing on this weird instrument because everything is kind of messy. Nothing is really symmetrical. We got a bunch of fourth and then a third and then a fourth again. So it's really hard to memorize anything that is consistent. The only thing that is consistent on the neck is every time you start somewhere, it relatively to where you start, it is the same as if you started somewhere else. That's why if you play a major chord here, it's an F, and then if you play it here, it's a D. If you play it here, it's a C. You know, you take the same shape, you put it. That's the only thing really that we have going for us on the fingerboard. That's why there are so many approaches to learn how to play, you know, for instance, I don't know, the pentatonic scale or the major scale or some triads all over the neck and not just in like one place. You know, if you have a D, you know, you want to be able to play it here and here and here. And you also want to be able to play with extension, like with the 4, you know, or with the 2. It's not something you can work it out. It's just a bunch of homework to do. I am a bit more visual guy than theory, letters, you know, numbers guy. Okay, so, and the neck is visual. A lot of players, especially traditional players, blues players, bluegrass players, old school jazz players, they learn the instrument by ear and by visual, okay? And not so much by like a system or anything like that. I'm not against it. I'm gonna show you a different one, a different approach. It's more visual, it's more intuitive. It might work for some of you and it might not work for some other people. So just stay with me here. So, okay, I'm gonna talk about this like concept of like a bass note, okay, an anchor point, if you will. Only like 2 or 3 of those out of the E string, out of the A string, and the extra one is out of the D string, which is a bit harder because there's not much strings left around there. It's kind of like in the middle of the neck. So the A and the E, we'll focus on those first. So let's say it's on the A string, right? The bass note is right here. This is a given. There's no place on the string to play this note. You can play it here up an octave, but that's pretty much it, okay? I know there's a lot of D's you can play, a lot of D's you can play on the neck, but think about it this way. If it's just one string, you only have one place. That's it, kind of like the piano. So when it's on the A string, everything that surrounds that note, when you memorize it and you learn it, it's going to be the same way on every bass note on the same string, even if the quality changes. Still the same concept. If it's D major, if it's D minor, if it's D sus, if it's D altered, if it's D diminished, everything that it's around it is the same thing. It's the same intervals in relation to that note, okay? So if you learn it in a major world and you memorize it and you know where everything is located, then it's gonna open something up for you. So the concept is you should learn around a bass note what's above it on this side and what's below it on this side. Because the problem is that people learn something, they don't know how to go here, and they get lost when they switch to a different zone, right? So you can call it zones. It's like here we got above it, what's happening here, and then what's happening below it. In a way, if we reference the cage system, we got the A shape and the C shape, okay? So I can play a triad going this way, and I can play the triad going that way, okay? And I can be in the middle. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start locating the 1, the 3, and the 5. 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, in order, even below. And then here, and here. What's above it, what's after, down the neck from it, what's in the middle, and what's behind. Okay, so we're just focusing on the major triad right now. And now we're gonna go over to the E string, play the same D right here, okay? And do the same thing. Let's see what's going on below it. Okay, you're gonna make mistakes, but you're gonna let your ear fix it, okay? It's totally fine to fix stuff with your ear. Let's you make mistakes, so you're just gonna remember. And And also you can see that like, oh, over here we got the triad. It's kind of like the same shape as this. 1, 3, 5, and then I'm in this like, I'm right here again. So find those connections. And now let's switch what's here in the middle. Right here in relation to this bass note. And then what's above it? Here's the 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3. Okay, now notice this, look. Now I switch to the A string zone. And then you can go back to the C shape here, what's below. So I just connected this bass note with that. When usually for a beginner, these two things are really far away. You have no idea what's going on in between. So this is the point of this exercise, to connect it all, right? And then you can go up. And then you're again in this A string zone. You don't have to play it as fast as I'm playing it. It's not even that fast, but you can also go super slow, okay? All right? And now, the next thing I want to show you is just how to find the major pentatonic in this major world, right? When you're playing in a major key, then the only pentatonic you really want to think about is the major pentatonic, the pentatonic that starts from D, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1. See, I'm looking for the pentatonic that it's around this bass note right here. Right, and now I went to this like relative minor, which is the position that everybody knows, this one, right? And now it connects me to this bass note here that we've been working on, and you have the triad, but you also have the pentatonic. And now it brings me to this position here, the middle of that bass note, and above the bass note. Okay, so now instead of working on like, here is one position of the pentatonic in a vacuum, here's another one, here's another one, and then even if you learn all 5, like it's not gonna help you because you're just learning 5 different shapes. It's super overwhelming. You're not learning how to connect them. Okay, so I really encourage you to give this a try and make all the mistakes you need to fix them slowly. Just be patient, you know, and find the position, find the notes, and how they look like around this bass note, around these chords. You know. And you'll see, I'm gonna show in different videos, and I'm gonna upload to my Patreon a bit more detailed and with some extra tips on this subject, so you can go and check it out. But like, I'm gonna upload more videos on this channel for this subject, and I'm gonna show you how to, you know, play like weird shapes from it and more beautiful chords, and also different scales. Okay, the major scale. And triads as well. And chord degrees. So like you'll be able to know if you're here, where's the 4th and where's the 5, and back to the 1, and also here 1, 4, 5, 4, 5, 1. Okay, so there's a lot that goes into this. But for now, just let me know how this goes, and And if it's too complicated and completely unclear, just let me know in the comments. Maybe I can clear some things up in the next video. But I just want to show you this real quick, and I hope you're doing well. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.